Today I will be speaking on why I am protecting my streaks so carefully. What do I mean by streaks? Just not missing the gym, not missing a single day of pull-ups, just showing up every day to do these things. The reason why I'm doing it is because if I just show up every day, and I know that some of these videos, especially some that you will see in a couple days, my training wasn't the best. I kind of just showed up to the gym, did 1, 2, 3 sets, but guess what? I did my best in those sets. There will be an episode coming out where I just did 1 set of bench, but I PR'd. Why did you only do 1 set of bench? Because I was feeling like garbage. I was just feeling like absolute dog shit. I was feeling tired, terrible. But I said, you know what? Can I go to the gym? I can absolutely go to the gym. Now, can I lift moderate weights? Of course I can. Even if it's for a couple sets. And then I started getting into it. Okay, can I do 1 set, max intensity, and give my best and actually make progress? Yeah, I can. So you know what? I loaded up the bar. I've been trying to get 80 kilos times 10 repetitions. I've tried it for like 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and I failed. I always kind of either couldn't get to the 9th rep, or I got to the 9th rep, and when I went to the 10th, I think it happened 2 or 3 times, the bar fell on my chest. But this time it didn't. I knew it was just one set, and in the grand scheme of things, it was a shit workout. But guess what? Showing up was better than not showing up. And days like this, they're fine. They will exist. If you're going to the gym every single day, you cannot expect to show up and perform like a stud every time. There will be shitty workouts. I've heard someone else talk about this. I think it was Justin Waller. He spoke of this concept called shitty workouts. Shitty workouts, they also count. For example, this workout was a shitty workout. It was only 1 set of bench. But guess what? The fact that I PR'd, what did that do? First of all, that gave me more confidence when benching. Now I know that I can hit the 10 reps. And now, what I can also do is, how do I say this? I can trust myself to get to those 9th reps. And I think that sometimes when I got to that 9th rep and I pushed for the 10th, the bar fell off my chest. I don't think it fell off on my chest because I wasn't strong enough to lift it. I think it was because I just didn't believe I could. Okay, 9, this is your limit. Now, can you really get the 10th one? And I went for it. And I think I had it in me, but I just didn't believe it. I was like, what if I get injured pushing too hard? Now I know that won't happen. Now I know that I can do it without getting injured. And I basically pushed past the mental barrier. The reason why I also protect the streak too much is I just do not want to keep being a failure. I know. What do you mean by being a failure? Well, a lot of people would say, man, you're not a failure. You're trying. You've done good things. You've been betrayed. You know, you caught a bad break. Is it also your fault? It is, but you're trying. You're ahead of a lot of people. Well, that doesn't matter. Results matter. And truth is, I'm lacking those. I'm lacking results. And I need those results. And me showing up every day and giving my best even in those shitty days where I don't do as much, guess what? That shit, when I look back on it, I'll be like, there's only a matter of time until I'm successful. Because there is no way that someone who shows up every day consistently, obviously I haven't reached hundreds of days, but I will. And once I do, there's no way that doing something every single day for hundreds of days and actually pushing at it, having some better days than others, but that's fine, that's expected. There's no way a person like this cannot succeed. And I'm basically just trying to make sure by conserving the streak, being very protective of it, that I do not fail. I'm basically just trying to do everything so that I don't end up a failure. Basically, just leaving nothing to chance. Like there's no way. I don't know how to explain this very well. Today, I'll be honest, hasn't been my best day. I've just been here for maybe 2 hours, now almost 3 hours now, in front of my computer. I've done all the other tasks I had to do. I only have to go to the gym now, update my daily kilograms, how much I weighed in today, and track 2 meals that I haven't tracked yet on my calorie tracker. So, I thought maybe I could get some of these videos done, or maybe do something else. And I started with the videos and I just couldn't figure out what to talk about. I did start a video, but I was like, this is bullshit, this isn't good. And now I started this one, and I feel like it went better. But yes, this isn't how do I say this? I don't know. What I was gonna say doesn't matter. But yeah, point of this video was to explain to you why I am so careful with my streak, and it kind of went off into good and bad days. I think all of us have heard this before. You have good and bad days, but you really do, and you really, I think, gotta give yourself some grace on these days. For example, today, and what comes to talking and doing these videos to you guys, talking to the camera, it hasn't been my best day. No. I don't know if you've heard any other of my videos, but I think that this one will be one of the worst, because I'm just very foggy, not thinking straight. But guess what? Not all the videos that I do will be my best ones. Not all the workouts I do will be my best ones. And I gotta come to peace with that. Not get comfortable with it. Obviously, I wanna take the necessary precautions to make sure that these days happen less and less frequently. And when they happen, they're less and less bad. So yeah, I'm not gonna drag it out anymore. That's it for today, Thank you for taking the time and listening to my ass on one of my worst days. Moving on to the second part of the video, I will be telling you the effect that maintaining these streaks have had on me. They have given me nothing but confidence and reassurance that I am who I say I am. Very few people manage to show up and do something every single day, no weekends, no holidays, for this amount of time. And I've done it. And guess what? It's just the start. I'm not missing a day anytime soon. I mean, I've heard something, I think it was on Michael Phelps, that he didn't miss a single day of going into the pool for like 5 years before he won those gold medals.
course he won the gold medals. No one else did that. No other competitor didn't miss a single day for 5 years or 1 year or 3 years, however long it was. And that's the mentality that I'm trying to approach. If I do what no one else is willing to do, then when I go up against them, when I win, it'll be like, well, of course I fucking won. That is the point I want to get to. That's the goal of these streaks. It's that thing that Ilia Topuria said. There are 3 types of athletes. The one who trains to compete, the one who trains to win, and the one who trains to dominate. I assume that Topuria has that exact same reaction when he wins. He's not like, oh my god, I won. He's like, of course I won. I've trained for years, harder than anyone. I dialed my technique more than anyone. I trained my cardio harder than anyone. I trained my, I drilled my sequences, I drilled my transitions on the ground more time than anyone else. I was more focused than anyone else on the mat. So when he wins, even though he's happy and he's like, oh my god, I won, he's like, okay, but deep down, of course I fucking won. And that's the point I want to reach. Whenever I beat a record or I achieve something, I don't want to be like, oh my god, I achieved this, I can't believe it. I want to be like, of course I fucking did it. I left myself, I left the universe no choice but to make me beat this record, achieve this accolade. That is the goal of these streaks. To give the universe no other option but to give me the things I desire. And in order for that to happen, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm like at day 80 of not missing the gym, or 90, I don't remember exactly. But that isn't anything. That's just like 3 months. That's not impressive. I can do way better. And I will do way better.